There you go. That's a pain. Yeah, because I was wondering, I saw you guys on one side of the chat and you weren't popping up onto the actual screen. And now you guys shouldn't have an issue popping up because for some reason it wasn't constantly playing through. Okay. And let me get my streamer by here. There we go. Perfect. Now you guys should be good. All right, so let's get back into some of the action here. Try to get my health all nice and full here. Wonder if I can get through that. No, probably can't. So far, it's playing well in the 5090. It's just opening it is a problem when you first open it. Ooh, that is insane in there. You get bombarded in all different spots. All right, we'll get through this. We got this, we got this. Should just take the high ground first. There we go. Oh, that part's a little bit tough. I ain't gonna lie. But it definitely has that factor where you just want to keep doing the challenge, though. Let me readjust myself here. I gotta get serious on this. Ugh. Oh, let me hurry up and get this. Oh, man. Woo. Wait, what's in this real quick? Nothing. All right. Oh man, getting flamethrown. Oh. Almost had it there. I was very close. Ah, I think I was going too crazy to look for that kill. We'll get it. Oh, what happened? Oh, there we go. See if I got the health here. Whew. Ah. Shouldn't have done that. You know, that's all for that weapon, I think. That's sitting in there. Ah. Oh, I ran right into him. I think I was too aggressive there. I really wanted to take him out. I thought I had enough punches in me, but did not have quite enough. But so far it seems like it's running actually really good on the 5090 now. But again, as I mentioned earlier, it shouldn't just be the 5090 that it runs only on. It should be able to run on other cards with no issues. If you have a 50 series card or even a 40 series card, let me know how it's running for you. I'm curious. I'm curious how it runs on the 4090. Thought I blocked it in time, but I guess I didn't. I really want to turn on the stats for you guys so you can see if it's taken up any, how much heat it's really building up. I think we got it this time. See what this weapon is? Accelerator. Shoots out plasma. Okay. It's the plasma gun. We're about to have some fun with this. Wonder how I can get this. Ooh. Took him out with no problem there. See if I can get anything here. Alright, so let's go up on the upper level here. That's right, let me get on the scale right here. Scale this wall real quick. I gotta get back over there. Thought there was something there. Oh, really? I've really walked into that. I thought it would destroy it, but I guess not. I'm not going to try to do that again. I'm not going to try to destroy that cannon. I thought it would just bounce back off my shield and destroy it, but I guess not. Okay, now we know to be careful here. Once them flames come out, it just takes down your health. What's up, Destiny? Good to see you. Now I'm just playing sloppy. Alright, let's get back into it. Put our head in the game here. Okay, we should be more prepared this time. Whew, that was close. I think I got him. Oh. Alright. I think he's down. Woo! Wonder what this big beast is. Right now I'm playing on Nightmare mode. That is what I'm playing on now. So it's like right between, I think it's practically like medium, it's that sweet spot, I think. I wonder how it's like playing the insane mode. I don't know what they call it now because they changed up the name of the difficulties. Are you playing it currently too, Destiny? Have you? That's our team. could go up there, but I'm just wondering if there's something else in here, if I can find something. Guess not. Okay, we got out of that board. No, I only really played Destiny 2. Oh, okay. You know what's funny? I played the original Destiny, but I never played Destiny 2. I heard it's free to play now. I can't break through that. Ooh, look at that monster. Ooh, close call there. Of course, it's the little guy that's going to give me an issue. And I can't use my shield now. Ooh, that was... Oh, did I? You ain't going to get me with that. Alright, so that's our exit. Let me see if there's anything over here. Just this. I played Destiny 1 from day one, and yes, Destiny 2 base game is free, but if you want DLC, it costs money. Yeah, everything, they want to make everything pretty much like a DLC now, it seems like. Pay to play. Now I can throw the shield saw at the green flash nodes while the shield is embedded in the green flash. Alright, so let's give that a shot. Oh, that's pretty wild. See if I could upgrade something. No upgrades available. What do you... Really? I want to upgrade something here. Okay, so I guess I need one of these. Gotta go find more. Haven't played Doom for 25 years in Command and Conquer. you know, I haven't played Command and Conquer in years too. I think for Command and Conquer, it's been the same, like 25 years. Doom, the last time I played was right before Doom Eternal. It was just called Doom, I think. But I miss playing Doom. Any idea why it crashes on the 9800 X3D? And that's what I'm trying to figure out right now. I'm playing on actually on a similar system, but I'm playing on a 5090. Where is it crashing for you on ABCDs? Because I'm just curious. Because that's what I found a couple different issues, but this was like during startup. During startup, it was very difficult because it doesn't allow you to use something like Rivet Tuner, or you're unable to use, you can't Alt and Tab too while you're in game. If it does, it also causes it to not open back up either. You'll have to validate the files with those type of issues from what I've seen. But let me know the type of issue you're having. I'm trying to replicate a lot of them. I've seen some issues too with the RX 9070 XT when we were playing. Right now I switched PCs and it seems like it's been playing a lot more stable on this. But it's been constantly freezing actually on the 9070 XT. And mainly I think that has to do with the optimization too. It's just, really, I feel that it's more or so a poorly optimized game for the most part. With the whole Rivet Tuner, I think this has to do more or so with their software too. This is going to get wild here, I can tell. Walked right into that. I'm not just gaming, I do a lot of other work, AI light video production, and only play a few hours a week. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so far I haven't seen any real issues besides that. So you just bought i7-13700KF for a 300 used. That's a good deal. I just updated. There's an issue too with that as well. With Doom, from what I was reading, they're saying both the 13th and the 14th gen both have issues when it comes to this. I just updated the ASRock bio, just installed tomorrow. Can't wait to see. That's going to be a really good system that you built though. I'm excited for you, for sure. Yes. The only issue I've seen is that, again, this is Bethesda saying this because they said that with AMD processor, I have to read the whole issue list again because I read it earlier, but if you have an AMD processor, you're going to run into issues. And they mentioned the 13th and the 14th Gen 2 if you're planning to play Doom, by the way. But again, this is more something that Bethesda needs to fix, and it's not really your system. And I would do the same thing. I would definitely undervolt, and they have a new BIOS. They have a new BIOS available for it too. Let me just see this real quick. And just responding. One of the Discord chats, it's funny, he has one that's the next time I'm going to be live, so I was just responding to him. If you guys don't follow the Discord, I'm going to continue playing, but I'm just typing in my Discord channel here. If you haven't joined already, show off your benchmarks, your builds, or if you have any questions at all, feel free to ask in there. All right, so we'll load that up. All right, so it's a bit chaotic here. Let's see what type of plan I'll come up with here. How far does it reach? It's working. Ooh, oh, I almost walked right into that. Got him. Oh. Ah. Vertical brain rot format. Is that what you're on? I also have the horizontal format if you prefer to go on that side too. Ah, that was dumb. I could get Yeah, you really could. Had the wrong weapon out too. I want the plasma out. I guess they call it the transformer. First get these guys with the shields. Much easier to knock them out than the guy with the... Ooh, better run off and try to get some health here. Ooh. This is when So PC had a RTX 2060 for no issues. I borrowed him my 9070 XT, which had a few crashes, and well, he limited to FPS of 160 and had no problems after on the 9070 XT. And that's the thing. I thought it was going to be less problematic. I thought it was going to be more of an issue with Doom when it came to the whole anything under the 9000 series, because the ray tracing is a lot more improved in it. So, but for some reason, it just didn't want to vibe with Doom. And what's your friend playing at 4K settings? Say here, Doom with the 5090, then there's Doom with X and Z with tons of short boosts and subscribers as well. Yeah, exactly. G-Sync monitor. Oh, okay. So that's what he was on, 165. What's up, Daxish? Good to see you. Yeah, that's true. That's the odd thing. I've noticed that shorts get a ton of views if you go shorts, but they definitely get you a ton of subscribers because of it too. And you get a ton of content because it's very, again, it's a short. Oh, he got good that time. And for some reason, my shield was knocked out. It didn't let me use it. That was terrible. All right, we got it. We're going to go in and make sure we win this time. Make sure I got the right gun out here. That's what we wanted. Ah, see that if you block back the green one, then it'll be able to bounce it. But if you try to block anything else, it doesn't do anything. I switched to AM5, got the 7500F. Any suggestions which B650 I should buy? Planning to get MSI Mag. That's a good board to get. I also recommend a lot of the ASUS boards are really good as well. Gigabyte's not too bad, but I would say either MSI or ASUS, you can't go wrong. All right, do I got my plasma? Okay. get them out the equation here. Get that quick glory kill. And those damn shields, man. That is what's getting me right now. They are ganging up on me hard. Man, that was tough. Yeah, usually they're around the same price. They're typically around the same price for either. That's why I said either one, you really can't go bad. So they might have subtle little different features. It's not going to be a whole lot different. But mostly if you're getting in the same tier I'm thinking of, like if you're thinking of, say, like a Tough B650, the only thing with those, they only run on PCIe 4 compared to PCI Express 5. But the MSI Tomahawk should be on PCI Express 5. That's one advantage to go with it. So unless you go to the E gaming or if you go F gaming, those are the better ones to go for. Oh, that was just dirty, that move. Huh, somehow I died. I was so close the last time. Very close. Wow. I think I keep running right into the middle of the battle. I gotta draw them a little bit closer away. I gotta separate them. Yeah, I'll settle for the Tomahawk. I had the Tomahawk before, so yeah. Also planning to get the 9060 XT, 16 gigabyte. It should be a decent card. They're definitely going to announce it on the 20th during Computex. I'm really excited for it. I think the pricing will actually be better than what it's rumored to be. Because right now there's rumoring the whole 9060 XT to be around the whole, what was it, about 380 to 410, and I think it's going to be less than that, to be honest. Because they're going to try to keep it more competitive for those especially who want to, compared to the 5060 from NVIDIA. How are you not dead? Oh, I'm trying to survive here. I knew that wasn't going to end up good. So the PC had a RTX 2060 first. He broke his foot, so he's borrowing my 9070 XT for the first month. He's only had a few crashes on WoW. So that's a good thing. Like I said, the 9070 XT is really impressive card. Now, the reason why Doom was crashing wasn't because of it being on the 9070. It was because, again, it's Bethesda's fault here. A lot of the issues that I ran into were with both cards. So it seems that this game is still bugging away. But like once you're in the game, it doesn't really give you the bugs as much. But for some reason, it seemed like on the 9070, it kept freezing up. Hoping to get the pricing of the 7600. Now he has his 5080 this week. Oh, nice. So he should be pretty much good then. At that point, if he has his 5080. you should be happy with that card for sure. And I usually recommend the 5080 for anybody who's going NVIDIA because, again, nobody really needs that much power, especially for the 5090. I feel that it's way too much for what it is in the first place as well. I shouldn't have went for him that time. I should have just waited. Yeah, he was too far. What was I thinking? But the 5080 is definitely more the gamer's choice when it comes to graphics cards for NVIDIA. Same thing with the 9070. I highly recommend the 9070 for those who are thinking about getting one. I'm really curious on the pricing though. I'm hoping it's going to be more around the 350 range. That would make more sense. Alright, now I think I can get him. There we go. Now I'll back up. Of course I get hit with the shields. Yeah, this time I'll draw them towards me instead of trying to go out in the field. Because that's just suicide at that point. Alright, so get my plasma here. It's too far. Ooh, that would have been a good one to walk back with. How did I die there? That's ridiculous. I must be getting blasted from all sides. Alright, we got this. I would think I would get so much more help than that. Or something like that. What? Crazy. Did he have display driver uninstaller the drivers when switching GPU brands? You could just uninstall the driver. Usually it's pretty easy. If you're switching to AMD, you just uninstall the NVIDIA drivers and you're pretty much good to go. 1,229 euros for the Battle 500 5080 with Doom, 840 with the 9070 XT Type G in Finland. That's honestly not too bad at all. And if anybody hasn't checked it out, they do have Intel processors like for a great deal. Newegg currently has some. It's like $299. You get 2 games with it. You get Dead by Daylight, and you also get Civilization 7, and you get RAM with the processor, all for $299 or $300 even. But you get them for a really good deal. So if anyone's thinking of doing a build like that on a budget, that's definitely something to consider there. Oh, what the? I have no idea why that keeps falling. I'll have to fix that later. Oh well. Oh, I can't really retract myself to back that far. Alright, I better run around and... Oh, can't. So let me go right So now I know I gotta definitely move around. I can't really retract back because there's a wall that comes up here. Alright. Let me run up this way then. Still got full health. Insane how much help that takes. It's like I keep trying to hide away from all these demons here. Oh, I gotta run. Get some health here if I... Alright, there's some. Oh, there we go. Finally. I think we got it. Oh, no. This guy with the metal shield is friggin' annoying. Alright, so we got some health back. Oh, for a minute I thought the game glitched out. Now I gotta fight this guy. Yeah, the chat has some sort of delay. Oh, come on. I'm just gonna use a life cycle at this point because this is ridiculous. These guys and the metal shields are the worst. Oh my gosh. Alright, let me go run around here. I gotta find some health. There's gotta be more. Alright. Woo! Brutal kill. I've seen people get weird bugs when they did not... Oh, really? So far, I've never had problems with it so far when it comes to that. But I can say for certain, I've never had to use any type of driver uninstaller. I'll definitely experiment with it. For sure, next time we do this build, because we do want to do this Project Ninja, which is going to be a stealth PC build, and also do a build where an Intel build. It might be the same. It might be all in the same. We finally got through it, but Whew, that was tough. That was no joke there. That was insane, I gotta say, going through that part right there. So this game could get pretty deep, it seems like. There we go. Perfect. Get a swig of water here, take a quick break. Talk to the chat for a moment. We'll get back in game soon. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. Now we can get back into chat mode here. Yeah, did you notice my light on the bottom just suddenly fell? So I gotta readjust that for some reason. It disconnected. It did that twice today. It might be a little bit too warm in here. I got so many PCs on, it probably causes the adhesive not to stick. So I think that's pretty funny that actually happened. Let me see. So what I'm going to do, if you're running into any weird issues, let me know. I'm excited, but I am excited to see everybody else's builds. There's a lot coming in. I see Joe, he has his GPU that's coming in. He also, and it seems like another build is on their way by, I think, Daxish. So Daxish is doing one. So if you have any questions on any builds, feel free to ask. I'm thinking of doing a video soon, and this was also requested where we could talk about how to set up your PC after everything's built together. Some people don't really aren't familiar with the process of going through the BIOS and setting everything the way you want it to be. So I'm going to do a guide on that. Currently, I do have some overclocking guides that are also going to be out. It's really like undervolting. Mostly undervolting, because that seems like that's more of the popularity now, especially because of how much power a lot of these cards do currently take. So those guides are coming out, and tomorrow afternoon around 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, it will be a release video of the Gigabyte AORUS Master Z890 motherboard. And you can check that out. I'll share all its features, and it's not going to be a build quite yet, but just an overview of what this board does have if you're thinking of going Intel. And again, the deal that I wanted to mention to everybody out there, I should have posted it in the description box. If I haven't, I'll double check it just to make sure it's in there. But Newegg has this really awesome deal, and I want everybody to know about it if you are thinking of going Intel. And it's actually a awesome deal because you can get a Intel processor, 2 different games. You could get either a SSD or you can get some RAM with your PC with the build so far, and all you really need left is practically a cooler, power supply, the case, and the GPU, of course. So I'm gonna go check it out, make sure it's in there for you guys to see. And I wanted to share this with everybody earlier too because of that. And let me see. I will find it right now. I may have forgot to put it in the description box originally, but no worries. Newegg has their level up sale. So it's not only the processors that they also have for sale. They actually have some GPUs for a good deal. Currently, they have they do have some 5070 Ti's on sale. It's funny to say because the ASUS TUF RTX 5070 Ti is currently at 1,000 even. So if you are thinking of going 50 series, they do have that. Fortunately, they don't have any AMD 9070s or 9070 XTs. They do have a 7900 XTX for sale, but again, it's still like I think about 1,000, and it's better just to go 9070 XT at that point, because again, the performance level isn't going to be that far off of it. So if you're seeing the updated, it's because I just added in the description of the Newegg deals, so make sure to check those out. So I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to grab some water. Pretty thirsty in here, and I'll reconnect that light. Kind of crazy that happened. So I'll be right back, guys. And for some reason it didn't really connect or link with this. Where's it at? There it is. All right, I'm back. Yeah, I was just getting some refreshments, just taking a quick break. So again, if anyone's just joining in, we're just playing some Doom. We were testing it on the RX 9070 XT earlier. We could always go back to that build if you want to check it out to see how it's doing. We did have some issues with gameplay. Unfortunately, with the AMD build, we had FSR enabled, and it seemed like it would work, but then again, it would freeze in certain areas. But now with the RTX 5090, there wasn't any real issues in game, but there's issues starting up, such as if you were trying to use something like a Rivet Tuner. I could try to enable it now and see if it would actually work. I'm just curious. Let's take the leap. Hopefully it does. We're already reached chapter 3, so let's give it a shot and see if it works this time, because I really want to share the numbers with you guys here, but I'm not going to alt tab it this time. So what I'll do is I'll try Windows tab. Okay, save the profile. So, okay. Let's see. Let's try. Oh, it won't let me exit to the desktop yet. All right, so we'll go in-game real quick. And then we'll go back into the desktop and then try it. All right, so, oh, that's dope. We got the shield on. We're gonna exit to the desktop and we're going to try it again real quick. And hopefully we can get the stats running so we can get a good indication of how the game's running here. So let's try it. Rivet Tuner. All right. Open that up. And let's hope for the best. So far, the hottest the GPU currently has reached. That's probably because we did a firm. Earlier, I was doing stability tests with undervolts. So more than likely, that's probably. Right now, I got it as high as up to 81.8. But that's not from Doom, I'm sure. Okay, so we got this up. I think we should be good to go here. All right, let's give it a shot. We're going to open up Doom, and hopefully it won't give any issues. Intro is a bit lengthy, but we'll get through it. Okay, so it looks like we actually made it through. Now let's see if I can get the overlay coming up. Ah, no, what is it? Forget my hotkey for it. Ah, I'm gonna have to go back out, check it. Oh, so it makes you quit. All right, so let me just double check it here. Oh, it's out of it. No wonder why it loaded up. It wasn't even on. It should have been on. I wonder if it force closed it. Okay, it's on. Let me double check my hotkey. If I got it correct here. Okay, I thought so. And what I'll do is I'll minimize it, and then hopefully more than likely that'll allow it there. Okay, so it's on. I think we should be good. Now I'm going to give it another attempt here. Yep, there we go. Now we got it up. Hopefully it stays up. I think it froze. You see what I mean? There is definitely something up with Rivet Tuner and Doom, because it froze right here. I was benching on the, it was on the Sapphire Nitro Plus RX 9070 XT. That's the one I was benching with. Currently, right now, this is actually the 5090 RTX 5090 that we were testing it on. But as you see, even with Rivet Tuner, it still ends up freezing, which is the crazy part. So if you have Rivet Tuner running, it's going to do exactly just like this. So I actually got to... Oh, it hard froze. I can't even get the task manager up, actually. See, it doesn't like it at all. I actually got to force restart the PC, possibly. That's funny. So, I bought myself the Acer Nitro XT card yesterday. Oh, you're going to love it. It's so underrated when it comes to 9070s XTs for this year. I got to give them the graphics card for the year. So if you feel like there's issues with Doom and you have Doom Dark Ages and you have a 9070 XT, it's not the card. It's really the game, because look, it froze on a 5090 on startup, on boot. So that just tells you that this is more so the company that's having this issue. Because in game with the 9070 XT, it kept freezing up. But now, even with the 5090 not the 5090 XT, but the RTX 5090, it's freezing here because I have Rivet Tuner up. It doesn't have this problem when it comes to the 9070 XT. You could run Rivet Tuner, but I'm wondering if it was freezing because of that reason, because I was using Rivet Tuner with the 9070 XT, and hence that's why it was freezing up. It's a possibility. Well, it looks like I'm going to... Yeah, I'm thinking of that too. I'm thinking of switching to a just like a typical FPS counter. The reason why I like using Rivet Tuner is because I can adjust all the stats. Maybe I could use the in-game one. I could use NVIDIA's Shadow Play, and they have their own version, so maybe I'll use that instead. So I'm going to have to actually force restart this PC for it to go out of it. Luckily, I have a reboot button here. That's how problematic it is. So I actually have to reboot it that way. Luckily, there's a reset button on this case. So that's what I'll do. I'll switch it to Shadow Play. More than likely, it'll end up fixing the issue when I do that. So let me switch it back here now, so you don't see that screen anymore. But yeah, pretty crazy, right? That an issue like that is happening with a 5090. It shouldn't be. Okay, so I'm going to open up the overlay for NVIDIA's here, and we're going to turn on their overlay. Only thing I don't like about it is it's going to be hard to see for the vertical format, I think, because I can't really set it where I want it. All right, let's see. I'm gonna try to set it somewhere where everyone can see it. Hopefully everyone can see it. Maybe I can. I'll put it like that. All right, and now we'll open up Doom. Rivet Tuner is not open. Okay, good. Now we'll go into Doom. I'm curious if it'll come up. I guess it has to load up, so just give it a moment. It's still showing the old screen, but it should be loading up here. Okay. I'm going to double check this, make sure it's on. Okay, so it was able to get into the game, but it doesn't seem like it's responded quite yet on the stream just yet. Still seems like we still got the same Bethesda screen. All right, let me switch off of it and then go back in it. Still the same issue, that's fine. So what we'll do is we'll try to switch up the source. Let me try starting the game and see, maybe it'll start going through. Oh, that's right, guys. That's my fault. I just realized why it's not going through. There we go. I guess not. Ah, that's frustrating. So that overlay won't show, actually. You guys can't see it, right? Overlay's on there, but it's not showing NVIDIA's overlay. I'm curious if there's an in-game one. Yep, there we go. Performance metrics. Oh, no. No. Display calibration, motion blur. And it's not on here. I bet there's a command you could put in and it'll pop up. I could, you know what? I'll have it up. Okay. It's not really useful stats that they give you. They only give you GPU usage and the CPU usage. So currently it's at 91% and the CPU is at 37. It doesn't even... It has a frame counter, but it's not even counting. It just says not available, which is kind of weird. Let me see. And no, it's not it's not coming up that way either. I'll figure a different frame counter. So, do you guys want to see a frame counter, or do you guys want to see the stats more? Because that's what I'll figure out. Because I know we have to get to see some sort of, we have to get some sort of reading on here. So let me exit out the game real quick. I'm gonna try to find something else real quick. And I'll switch you guys over and we can just discuss about it, because apparently, for certain, if you have an NVIDIA card, don't try to use Rivet Tuner with it. It seems that it does not get along at all. I think it has to do with the anti-cheat software that they use. For some reason, they have one for Doom Dark Ages, even though it's not an online game. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do next, Destiny. I'm gonna look for an alternate real quick, and I'm sure there's one I can use. I know they have FPS counter, but I don't really like using that, because that's just gonna give us the frames, and we don't want just the frames. We want to get the stats of the card as well. Let me see. Let me see if there's one. Hardware monitor, GPU-Z. GPU-Z. Nah. Alright, let me see if I could do that. Now there's two different versions I'm thinking of. Let me try to open this up and see if there's a way I can do an overlay with it. No. Yeah, it does. That's one of the reasons why I think it's not working. It has a. The reason why I noticed it is when you open up the game, you'll see down here in the system tray icons, you'll see ID, and that's their anti-cheat. In fact, I'm pretty sure people have mentioned this too, that they're curious why it even has one. It really doesn't make sense for them to have one, because again, it's not an online game, it's a single player game. So I don't know why they would have one in the first place anyway. Okay, so let me get GPU-Z overlay. Apparently Rivet Tuner. That it seems like that's all. You know what? Let me try this. Cap frame X maybe. Yeah, and it makes no sense, right? It makes absolutely no sense. That's the one thing that bothers me, especially in modern gaming, is why would they have one? Okay, so I'm going to try to download this. Hopefully it's good. I never really used this software, so we'll see how it is. Yes, it is certainly up to date. Ironically, it was working on Thursday, believe it or not. It was working great on Thursday. But it seems like it doesn't want to work today. Okay, so I'm trying cap frame right now, so I'm going to open this up, check it out. Hopefully the settings are pretty quick. This is more of a CPU, GPU, RAM, okay. Window capture. Okay, I wonder if it's on now. So I have it now. I'm just going to open up anything just to see if it comes up. I'll just open up Doom again just to make sure. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. That is what makes it really interesting. Why did Rivet Tuner come up? I got like three processes on. It looks ridiculous right now, and it's gonna end up freezing again because for some reason Rivet Tuner came back on and I have to close it. You know what's crazy? It's leveraging the other software. CapX is leveraging Rivet Tuner. Oh, it better not freeze again. I don't know why I exited out of Rivet Tuner, right? I exited out of Rivet Tuner, and then it leveraged Rivet Tuner with CapX together, and now it froze again. So I can't use CapX either because I guess it relies on Rivet Tuner. That's ridiculous. All right. I really want to turn off this ugly heads-up display that they have for. I don't even want it on now. There we go. So from the looks of it, I can't open up CapX either because I think that automatically opens up Rivet Tuner. Luckily, I'm able to use Task Manager to get out here. I'm going to try CapX one more time just to see, because I know I'm out of Rivet Tuner now. I think what it does is it automatically kicks on as soon as you have Rivet Tuner. I mean, once you open up a game. I'm just going to open up a random game here. And I'll probably kick on. Yep. Yeah, we don't want that happening. Alright, so instead what we'll do is we'll just go in-game. I'm also curious why it doesn't want to work together anymore. We'll turn that off. NVIDIA's would have been okay, but it seems like NVIDIA's doesn't show when if I try to stream it together. So we'll just go ahead and we'll just use a basic FPS counter. I know this one's pretty good. It's just called FPS counter actually. We'll just use that. Seems like our only one we can really use right now. This one will have some, but it's not going to give you all the extra details like some of the other, just like Rivet Tuner does. Alright, so we're just going to try it. Make sure Rivet Tuner is out this time, again. Alright, you know what's funny? I just use this other program, FPS Monitor, and there's a bug that came up, it says, and it just shut down Doom. Doom didn't even have a chance to even attempt to open up. I saw it flash up real quick, and then then I got an error message. So it seems like it doesn't get along with a lot of overlays from what I see so far. Okay, this time it worked. All right, wish us luck here. Yeah, Steam, I think we're in now, luckily. Let's see. God damn. That's the only problem. Now it froze up again. This one seems like it's not too bad, but let's hope it works. Nope. It never reached. Okay, that doesn't work either. All right, so what we'll do is we're going to have to open it and try to use the Steam counter maybe. That's a good idea to use. Let's see, interference, in-game, enable Steam overlay, on, top. It's very specific where you want it. It's asking for a corner, and we don't want that. We want it to show directly on the, I'll just put it on top left for now. And hopefully everyone can see it here. It's so small right now too. But for some reason, source isn't coming up correctly. Let me see. Okay. Let me open up OBS again. It's acting weird. It's not picking up on the actual game. You know what probably messed it up is when I had to reset it, I bet. And okay, let me try it again. Yeah. I did try that again. Should come right up, but seems like it's still problematic here. Okay, so more than likely it has to do with this. It has to do with the actual source here. I'm gonna try to. Only way I can fix it is I would have to restart the PC again. Or maybe validate the, yeah, let me restart. You can see how problematic it is already. Like when it comes to, with any type of overlay software, it seems like it really doesn't like anything. Besides, unless you use something really discrete, like if it's NVIDIA's Shadow Play, it works, and it also works with Steam's frame counter. But it doesn't work with anything that will that's an overlay that is from any other outside or third-party source. The on Steam chat is frozen. Oh, is it? I think that has to do with the network. Let me see something here. Seems like it's moving. All right, so we're gonna try this again. We're gonna open up OBS. And this time it should work. Okay. What's up, ABCD? We were trying all different types of methods to try to get this overlay working, and just doesn't want to start up. Tried many different ones. Just doesn't want to work. Alright, so hopefully this time that it will work. Oh, it did. There we go. Yeah, so I had to restart the... There we go. I had to restart it, the PC once more. So we'll just go into game at this point because it seems like it just doesn't want to work with anything. I had the little counter, you can't even see it. It doesn't show it. I noticed with any of those counters, it doesn't show anything that will be on game for some reason. Okay, so let me straighten this out. See more of the game, hopefully, just like this. That should be good right there, I think. Perfect. Okay, now we're good. Oh, dash. How can I dash? Oh, okay, okay. I see. Oh, that's pretty dope. You get melee from the sky. Shift to sprint. We know that. For some reason, spacebar is to dash. Palm strike. I had no idea. This kind of gives you kind of like a Fallout feel though, right? With the suits. So I think this is where somebody else was telling me that we're having issues with Doom when it came to the AMD cards was this. He was saying there was a flight mode on here. So now I know what he means. It's He's talking about this the suit. So I'm gonna have to go into chapter 3 on the AMD card and see how it would respond. Oh, okay. Alright, he's down.
Dimensional barrier is shutting down. We can't stop it now. How long do we have?
Not long. The reactor has sustained heavy damage.
Oh, I messed up there. I'm in a suit, apparently. I'm like I'm flying on. I'm just like flying in a suit, so it's like I'm in flight mode right now. So right now I'm just it's almost like the suit's like in Fallout. That's what it feels like.
More Titans ahead. Support team, deploy weaponry.
Incoming.
Oh man, look at that. Oh, that did some damage.
Players approaching the core.
The barrier is critical. Relay overloading.
We need to pull everyone back.
So that must be some sort of reactor.
That core will explode. He needs to evacuate now.
He's trying to save the city. Player, there's a strip mine nearby. I'll mark it for you.
Oh.
Disappearing from radar.
Ooh. That was a hard hit. This is very interesting for a Doom game, I gotta say.
No response from the makers. Tracking the Slayer for evac now.
Was it internal like this at all? On this side at least? This shield ain't gonna... Oh. Oh, wow. Does a lot more damage than I thought. Oh. One more hit, I'm done. I gotta survive this. Ooh, that was close. So he Spartan kicked them down the hole. Back to hell. So that's where the inspiration for that whole armor came in. Makes sense.
Barrier is offline. Demonic activity is surging. The Creed has requested an immediate report.
Return to the Sentinel barracks.
Huh. We'll skip that part. Alright guys, so I think that'll be it. If I do hop on later, I will definitely let you guys know. Gonna take a little break from this. I think Jonah needs to go out on his walk. I do appreciate everyone who has joined in on this stream. And if you guys aren't part of the Big Wonderful fan band, make sure you go down and hit the subscribe button. And also, make sure if you enjoyed this content today, if you enjoyed this live, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I will share the Discord channel in the chat with you guys. If you haven't joined it already, make sure you do. I will be I'll probably be back on again tomorrow to do some more. I'm curious if they're going to even attempt to push some sort of update out tomorrow, but that again, we'll see for sure. But everybody out there, have a great night. I hope you sincerely enjoyed the stream tonight with the 9070 XT and the 5090 with the 5090 too. So we'll get back into it. We'll try it out again tomorrow, but everybody out there, have a great night, and thanks again for watching.